This is a production. Troll TV.
Our jam on a Friday night, hanging out and doodling feels right. Our jam with you, my friends. Grab you some art supplies and begin to make some art jam happen tonight. Hey, hola amigos. Welcome to Art Jam.
Dog.
Welcome to Art Jam. My name is Pedro. We'll get a draw text. Well, y'all know who we are. Y'all know. I'm the idiot, and then we have Zeus King Dark, the God of Thunder.
I'm the bigger idiot.
And Swampy, welcome in, Swampy. Swampy, thank you so much for the resubscribe. 8 months resubscription. Thank you so much, Swampy. I appreciate it.
Swampadingo.
What is going on? I've been scrambling like all day, especially in the afternoon, and so I pretty much just sat here and I'm just like, okay, what am I gonna do? Well, actually, we know I'm gonna do some anime fandom stuff today. I don't know what that means. I'm just gonna draw some stuff I've been watching. But what are you doing today?
Well, like I said, I mean, at my work today we had nice Memorial Day cookout celebration. I made a cucumber salad with
nice.
Yeah, cucumbers and thinly sliced red onions. In vinegar with garlic and spices and stuff like that, some salt and pepper and things. So
that sounds pretty good.
Yeah, it turned out. I make it all the time for myself, and like I've been using the same container. I've been adding and subtracting and taking for over a year. Because I saw this Asian lady on YouTube, and she has this giant jar of pickled vegetables.
Oh.
And she's been using this jar for like 25 years. And she adds mostly vinegar, and of course spices and different peppercorns and things. But she also puts vodka in it.
Whoa, vodka.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah. So But yeah, it's a special giant jar that holds looks like well over a gallon, and like the top of it is like just like a like a little pickup lid, but the lid you seal it with water.
Oh.
You pour what it's made to hold water over the edges to keep it sealed, which is pretty. I thought that was pretty cool and interesting, but I just have mine in a regular Tupperware thing because I'm not devoting that much space to mine.
Swampy says she used jar a long time. She used jar a long time. Yes. She used it a long time. We're getting canceled now, but well.
Dude, I was listening to. I had Archer on again while I was working today, and I just cracking me up. Yeah, if they didn't get canceled, we're not getting canceled.
Well, I mean, no one knows who we are, so that we have obscurity working for us. We have obscurity working for us.
Yeah,
obscurity is not the worst thing, unless you're a musician. Then it's a little bad, but yeah. So tell everyone how this thing about anime came up. So y'all are having this dinner.
Yeah, we're just having a discussion
memorial dinner
on Twitter, and they were talking about when they first discovered it, and like, I mean, of course, I first discovered anime as a kid because I mean we just called them cartoon. Everything was a cartoon in the 70s.
Yeah.
You know, we didn't the word anime didn't enter into America until the
90s.
until the 90s,
Yeah.
till the early 90s. Even hell, maybe even the late 90s.
I
You
mean,
know,
I know at least by 95 or 96 because of magazines I had from that time, say anime.
mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
that's why I know at least by 95 or 96.
Well, because I can tell you this in '99 when I drew that picture of Rob Van Dam and gave it to him.
Yeah.
Um, after that, I sent him an email, telling him it was really nice to meet him, and he emailed me back that he really loved the picture in that Japanimation
Yeah.
style. So
Now, where did Japanimation come from? Because I remember
I
us
believe
calling
that
it
was
that.
from American. That was from American, like American hobby magazines that were also reviewing videos.
Okay.
So
Because I remember us calling it Japanimation, but I don't know like where we got that phrase from
and
necessarily.
and I believe they used it early on Sci-Fi Channel.
Hmm.
So they may have called that those early ones where they would run a block of different ones late at night on the weekends. That might have been like a Japanimation Friday or Saturday or something. We could probably look it up. Probably has Google or something. But um,
Increasingly, if you look stuff
so
up, you're just asking the AI. But yeah.
yeah. Well, I mean, unless you look up the source.
Yeah. Yeah. True.
Um, but like I mean, when I was a kid, there was Speed Racer, and there were Star Blazers were the two big ones that I remember the most. Of course, you know, me and my friends that liked Speed Racer when I was a little kid, we all liked Racer X better. We all wanted Racer X to drive the Mach 5. Um, and then when um, Star Blazers came out in like 79 or 78, whatever it was, that blew me away because that had so many of my favorite things, battleships and spaceships, and it was it was really, and just that great quest, and had the great music, and um, my brother had built a lot of World War II ship models, and then and then I did too. Um, so that really captured my imagination back then. But like I said, we didn't. It was very Americanized, and it kind of had to be because I mean, if you think about it wasn't even we got Star Blazers in America was less than 40 years after World War II.
Right.
You know, and so that was a lot of the reason they changed a lot of the names. Of course, the ship, the whole name of the show. Um, they gave everybody Western sounding names, and of course they had American voice actors who were all actually really good. That first two seasons, everybody was, still together, and it was a great group. But yeah, then later on we got things like, Transor Z, which is
Mazinger.
Mazinger, and
Uh,
yeah,
don't
and
forget in the 70s there was Battle of the Planets, which was Science Ninja Team Gotcha Man.
yeah, yeah,
Because that's the first anime that I saw was that as a little kid. That's the first
yeah,
one that I saw.
yeah, and that came on TBS and
Mm-hmm.
for us, and yeah, definitely loved the Fiery Phoenix, and all the everybody's own um, everybody had their own vehicle, and I mean, it was a great group of characters too, because there was, you kind of had your two, um, with Mark and Jason, they were the two, like, you had your leader, and you had your, kind of like his rival, but it was still a great teammate,
Yeah.
and then Princess, who everybody loved, and
Hey, real quick shout out to Ange. Ange
Ange.
in his house. Yeah, sorry. Continue.
Yeah, and then Keop, who was the kid who you couldn't understand what he said. Uh, and and then of course finally Tiny, and so Tiny wasn't just he was kind of chubby, stocky, but he was the primary pilot for for the Phoenix.
Oh yeah.
So, and then even the leader, the head scientist guy was pretty cool.
Oh yeah, with the
He had that
glasses.
great,
Yeah.
yeah, he kind of had that great, that great '80s hairstyle. Um, and of course, Spectra was, they were a great bunch of, villainy. We were always bringing new challenges, uh, for G-Force to fight and everything. So, but really that, when I got to college, that's when, that, that
Oh
real
yeah.
like anime, where we started getting stuff that was
Mm-hmm.
subtitled
Yes.
instead of dubbed.
Now
And of
some.
course,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, go on.
Oh, I was just saying that, there was, uh, of course, Akira, it's,
Oh yeah, that was
was
that
just
was the
so
late
incredible.
'80s. Yeah.
Yeah. And, and one of my, one of my, classmates who's like in the next dorm over, he got a Laserdisc player and a Laserdisc copy of it, and that was so incredible to watch that, because
That had to be
you
incredible.
could just pause it anywhere, and it was just an amazing frame.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, sometimes you see some younger people kind of that they don't they think it's whatever, and I'm just like, man, that thing still holds up. Like even now, it still
Yeah,
holds up.
yeah, and like I said, I don't have any respect for anybody who says that stupid old line of, I don't want to read 800 pages of manga to understand this movie. And I'm like, well, I watched the movie before I read the manga, and if you can't follow this movie, that's your dumbass.
And I mean, the manga is not going to help you understand the movie. Let me just put this out there.
That's very true, because
They're very
it's
different.
cut from different.
I mean,
Yeah,
there are elements that are the same, right? There are a lot of elements. There are a lot of things that are the same in both things, but they're very different. I mean, the plot's very different in a way. The way
yeah,
everything unfolds Tetsuo has multiple like instances of the being gigantic or whatever in the manga. It's not like the one big climax scene. He has more than one instance of this in the deal. Um,
And that's because they made a movie.
right? Yeah, they had to condense it. Yeah, they had to condense everything. Yeah.
So, and you know, like you say, I mean, if you didn't like that, if you didn't get it, well, I'm sorry, you just kind of stupid.
Well, and also again, like it's not like the manga is much easier to. It's not like the manga is kind of all over the place in a way, plot wise. They're not really gonna like get a greater understanding of it from the manga. The movie's probably easier to follow than the manga is, in my opinion. But
Well, I also think that I think that there's a lot of people who didn't watch it
yeah,
and they just shitting on it because they don't it's not enough of whatever the hell they think it should be,
there's
whatever the hell they like,
there's not enough pretty girls in it.
just people being just stupid haters about it, whatever.
There's not enough
Fuck.
pretty girls in it, Zeus. That's what it is.
There definitely isn't.
Well,
I mean, but nobody's like a stunning, good-looking person, male or female.
yeah, this is true. I mean,
Kaneda's
the best looking person in it.
Kaneda's a good-looking dude.
Yeah, he's the best looking person
but,
in the thing.
yeah. The general guy, he's pretty cool looking. And then, but it's just I mean that's the whole thing is after Blade Runner, that that cyberpunk stuff influenced Japan so much.
Oh yeah.
The future, the futuristic, the griminess, they just they adopted that and it became a genre. It wasn't anything until until Blade Runner. And and there's so much influence that it inspired in, especially in anime, that we got things like Bubblegum Crisis, and I mean they've got blatant stuff in there. I mean it's futuristic and grimy as well, but with a lot of pop elements. But I mean the main character's name is literally Priest, and her band is called the Replicants.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So, they're just some great stuff, and I think there's one of the villains in that also. He feels kind of similar to Rutger Hauer's character in Blade Runner. But I mean the Shinichi Kanoda, who they got to do the character designs for Bubblegum Crisis, really set the tone. I mean, he's an amazing artist, not just drawing people, but he created all those mech suits for the Night Sabers and everything else. And that's it. I mean, if that's the only thing he ever did, that's a legacy worth remembering. But he did that and a lot more stuff too. But we were lucky. We got so much stuff to to watch, especially as American cartoons kind of really started to suck toward the end of the 80s. We lost Saturday morning cartoons started ending, and
Yeah,
You
that
know,
was really sad.
just the whole, um, the inability to use the model that, things like He-Man, you know, GI Joe, Transformers, GoBots, all those classic cartoons from the '80s, um, that were selling. They were selling themselves as the cartoons, selling the toys, and selling the comic books too. They lost all that. That I don't as people came into things. I know it costs more money to do, but I mean, you're talking about bombarding kids with these cool fucking images, and of course they're going to want to go out and spend more money on it. So
Yeah. So what are you
but
drawing?
got there's just we kept getting more and more cool anime through the '90s.
Yeah, I think
And
Sailor Moon and Dragon Ball deserve a lot of credit for that. Uh,
oh,
um,
absolutely,
in
yeah.
terms of a Dragon, you can think of it as Dragon Ball Z. I guess that took off more than Dragon Ball here, but still, it's the same thing.
Yeah, but I mean, but Dragon Ball itself was
Yeah,
that was the jump off.
yeah.
And
Sailor Moon was very popular as well. Like we may not have been as in tune to it because we were dudes, but Sailor Moon was very popular.
right.
I see it all the time. Its influence is like everywhere on lots of stuff. So
um yeah, in college, one of my friends, George, um his dad married his mom, who was from um Thailand,
oh
when
wow.
he was yeah, when he was in the army. And one of the places he spent a few years in was in Okinawa.
Oh wow.
Um, yeah, so when he was in high school, he got a lot of cool manga and stuff like that, and um, he gave me the set of the first run of the first volume of Dragon Ball manga books,
Oh nice.
and I have since passed those. I passed those on to Jason. Um, but those were great. I love those. Um, and then, of course, we had Masamune Shirow stuff. Appleseed, Dominion Tank Police, and Ghost in the Shell. All those manga came out in the '80s, and they were brought to America, and then we got to then the animes started coming in. The Appleseed anime is pretty
I
boring,
Yeah, I
actually.
haven't seen it in a long time. I used to have it on VHS.
You can watch it on Tubi.
Right, right.
Um, but
I think
that first,
Dark Horse put out the manga for that for a little bit. For Appleseed.
yeah, it was like because it was like that Studio Proteus was the one who kind of licensed it to Dark Horse, I believe,
Okay.
or was it Eclipse? Let's see. First series arrived in the United States in 1988 through Eclipse Comics,
Oh, okay.
which was later taken over by Studio Proteus and Dark Horse. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that Dark Horse did Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah, I believe so.
And that was a cool format too, with some of the you got some full color pages, and the rest of it was
Oh yeah,
um,
yeah.
the
Rest
rest
of
of
it
it
was
was
black and white.
grayscale and black and white. Yeah. Yeah, Dark Horse published the first into eight issues. And then they did a second series. I think you can get it all like in one volume now.
Swampy.
And then he,
Oh, sorry.
yeah,
Swampy said, "Well, we might have lost all the cartoons, but look at what we gained. Take Teletubbies for example."
yeah, and look at the new Supergirl. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, so let me tell y'all what I'm doing real fast. I'm doing some JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, since it's the anime.
Oh yeah,
Since it's the anime, Stephanie and I have been watching. So I'm trying to do
it's
John.
on Netflix, right?
It's on a few different things. So I think Netflix has the two most recent ones, and then Hulu has the first four or so. We're on the
Nice.
third season right now on Hulu. At some point, they've been on everything. Like they've been on Netflix, they've been on Tubi even at some point. So the they've been on a lot of stuff.
Yeah, that's kind of how everything goes now. It's just
Yeah.
everything cycles through, and then I mean, you're either going to gravitate toward certain originals or exclusives of that channel, or you're not. Like I dropped Hulu because I dropped Peacock, and they don't have what you want anymore.
Right, right. Yeah, I mean, I think Peacock really is, as we've talked about on the Markout Mania, they're suffering a lot from losing WWE.
Yeah, yeah. All they got to do is somebody take away the Office from them, they'll close down.
Well, no, they still have the Bravo audience. The Bravo audience is their original audience. That's a pretty big audience. It's not like a small audience. It's a pretty big audience, and they also have, when they do Traders and when they do Love Island, people subscribe just to watch that, so they get giant bumps during those things.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But
Like you and James.
well, no, but both of those shows, Zeus, the biggest reality TV shows the last like 2 or 3 years running have been those. Like not just for Peacock, like anyone, has been those. So they're like major reality TV event stuff for them. But I mean that those shows only last so long, right? So
Right.
and then but yes, James and I turned into Bravo women during Love Island, and
So funny.
Zeus loves to hear us go on about I've got a text and
Yeah, that's why I arrived late to Saturday morning Markout Mania pre-show when that shit is on, just so I don't have to hear you fuckers.
I think I think the next season is starting sometime in the next few weeks.
Great, good to know.
But
And you know, there was a time where, like, you know, it seemed like there was like anime being kind of like recycled and redone, like
yeah,
when they did, like when they redid the Bubblegum Crisis into like a 2022 episodes season, 2040 with new art direction, and they changed all the characters personalities and all this shit. It pissed me off, and I didn't like it at all. I didn't like any of it. I didn't like the art style. I didn't like the story. I didn't like the characters, the voice. I didn't like none of that shit. And
yeah.
you know, that fell on flat.
Um, so I don't know if you know they the last few years they have been remaking some classic shows. Um, they redid Urusei Yatsura, believe it or not.
Oh, really?
Yeah, with Lum. You know which one I'm
Yeah.
talking about? Yeah. I haven't watched it, but I know that they did redo it. I don't know how different it is from the original. I was a big fan of Urusei Yatsura, but every Christmas I have to watch the Pitter Patter Christmas Eve episode. You can find it on YouTube. You can find it on YouTube. But I have the DVD of it. Do you remember Animago? That company, Animago.
Yeah, yeah. Of course I do.
Yeah, they were putting out. They had the license for Urusei Yatsura for a long time, but
Yeah, because they did the subtitles.
yeah.
Yeah, and they did Bubblegum Crisis and Bubblegum Crash and AD Police and Genesis Survivor Guy and I bought cells from them.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, they got a shit ton of cells. After the production companies let their employees go through and take what they wanted, then they sent a lot of them to um, Animago in Wilmington, North Carolina.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, and so I own about 10 um, Bubblegum Crisis and Crash
Oh, that's really
cells.
cool.
Yeah, I own one from Genesis Survivor Guyarth. It's actually a it's a three cell shot. It's got three, you know, layers to it.
Hmm.
Um, and yeah, and it was funny too because like I actually drew stuff for some of the people that worked there.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, yeah, because I would call them on the phone. I'd call them on the phone and talk to them, and you know, I'd ask them about stuff, and yeah, they were really cool.
And just working on 5 cars to do the inside and envelope and embellishments. Swampy, you got you working on anything?
And I'll tell you something else that Japanese people loved in anime was was the American '80s. You know,
Mm, right.
they loved our the bright colors. I mean, you saw that a lot of that um uh in the Joshi and
Oh yeah.
you know
I mean, what's that one Patty Smythe music video? The Warrior. How
yeah.
much of the aesthetic from that music video did you see in like the mid to late '80s All Japan Women and into the early '90s All Japan Women? A lot of the aesthetic seemed to come directly from that music video.
Oh yeah. I am drawing Breton
Oh,
from Tank Police.
nice.
He's the hothead team leader, the Untai Joe, the squadron leader of the Tank Police. And he's so funny because he would always lose his shit. I tell you, if you ever watch the Tank Police, you got to watch it in the original Japanese with subtitles. It's just so damn funny, and because like none of the Americans that they ever hired um, to work on it ever um, ever emote properly um, like they do in Japan. That was one thing, especially early on. I would always gravitate toward um, the subtitled.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
the voices were just it was just universal almost. Um, of course, Bean will swear up and down that Dragon Ball Z is better um,
Spanish. Yeah.
in Spanish, which I've heard from
Yeah.
a lot of people.
So something my understanding, Zeus. Okay, my
Yeah,
understanding. The the Spanish language dubs, especially produced by Mexico for Disney films, are said to be like so many times better than any of the actual Disney, the English Disney things, especially when it comes to the music. I haven't tested it out. I know he wanted me to watch some of the movies in Spanish. And I had never got around to it, but shout out to Bean wherever he is.
yeah, he's definitely our other brother. I swear his brother's a nut.
Oh man, that one about the where he came to the conclusion about Cape Fear and the
Yeah,
oh my god, that
yeah,
was hilarious. That was hilarious.
yeah, and it's in the long form of the video too that he's reviewing the trailer
Right.
and it's funny too because people when I tell people it's like oh well that's a real place that's not just the name of a book or something they try to make it scary. Cape Fear is actually a real place in North Carolina. The Cape Fear River is been flowing out into the ocean for hundreds of thousands of years, and it's got a massive river basin, which means it pulls water into that river from a huge part of North Carolina, all the way up into Virginia.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and so the silt that has gone out through the river and into the ocean is what built the frying pan uh, shallows out there in the middle of the ocean. And 34 miles out, it's as shallow as 100 feet deep or less, and that's where they built that platform lighthouse to help warn ships.
Mm.
And that's where that uh, my favorite YouTube channel. It was from camera watching the
Oh yeah,
the, the
yeah.
sharks
There was
from.
there is a shark attack in Australia. I think someone died.
They've had several actually. They're having another summer of problems again. So you know, there's only one way to make sure you don't get bitten by a shark: stay out of the water.
Oh, let me see. Let me see. Oh, people can't even see what I was doing. I apologize. I was drawing Dio, not Ronnie James Dio, but the character Dio from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
So this is Jonathan Joestar, and this is Dio. So. Oh, thank you, Swampy.
I'll give you a peek at what I'm doing.
I know that wasn't like super complete, but that's enough doodling on that thing. We'll start something else here in a minute. Let's see what Zeus cooking up. Let's see. Let me get over here.
Sound off. Hit this.
You let me know when you're ready. You just tell me.
Yeah, I'm almost there.
Thank you, Swampy. Boom, 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 boom.
Cool.
Oh, hold on. Add. Did I add it? Okay, let me. Okay, hold on, Zeus. Hold on. They're not seeing it yet. Hold on. Now they will see it. Tell them what they're seeing. I know you did, but tell them again.
Yeah, this is Captain Breton. He's got the Oakleys, and he's pissed off about something because he usually is. So
He usually is. That's looking good.
yeah.
Swampy said it's James. Because he's pissed. You said he's
James
pissed
on
off.
roids.
You said he's pissed off all the time.
No, Swampy. He's just from New York.
He's just from New York. It's true. He is from New York. Yeah. So let's see.
I was on my way home today. Dude in front of me, the light turned green, and he didn't go, and I didn't honk. I whistled out my window, and the dude in front of me happened to have his window down. I saw him shoot me an ugly look out of his. I'm like, fucking pay the fuck attention. Like, fuck, it's not my fault. I could have honked the horn. I could have been a giant asshole. But I was like, just like, you know, you know, let's go. But and of course, segue from this is, now we're getting, um, new Ghost in the Shell, um, anime this summer, and it's going back to the roots of the artist, the creator, and everybody's really excited about that. Well, I wouldn't say everybody, but the vast majority are.
It looks
I've
really
seen
nice.
some.
It looks really
I've
nice.
seen some people online that aren't real happy about it, but
Oh, why not?
they like the 1995 style better.
Oh, the movie. Okay.
Yeah, and
Well, but the movie's not getting erased. I mean,
right, it's just
this is something else.
yeah, and he really needed to get more involved with this because the last the last two Ghost in the Shell series movies things are just not very good.
Mm.
And I'm not the only one that thinks that. So and this is what we've been hoping for all along. Because I mean you know, his first three animated projects, Ghost in the or not Ghost in the Shell, but Black Magic M66, Tank Police, um, and Appleseed were all mostly, if not completely, true to his art style, especially Tank Police.
Oh yeah.
And that shit is hilarious too.
I think there was were you ever into Pat Labor?
I've seen it. Yeah, I was. I'm not gonna lie and say I was not terribly into it.
I was a huge fan of it. Like when it was coming out, I have a number. I had a number of it on VHS and I have it on DVD. Um,
Yeah,
but I heard they made a new something of it, but I haven't seen it. But supposedly there's something new of it out there. Some great theme songs for that show.
yeah. I mean, I love the designs of it. I love seeing like the production stills and stuff like that.
Midnight Blue. Did you ever watch Kimagaru Orange Road?
I could not get into that one.
I like that one a lot too. The music's fantastic on that one, but it has one of the best soundtracks. But it's another one, Zeus. You're mentioning Bubblegum Crisis and everything. It's another one that has like fictional bands in it, so of course the music is like good, and that
Did those did the singer do the voice work too, or no?
You know, they had so many different singers on that soundtrack. I couldn't. I'm not certain. I have to look into that. I have to look
Because
into.
that was one of the things
Right.
um, about Bubblegum Crisis was that um,
You know who had the?
the girl who was the lead singer, she was the she played the main character's voice.
You know who had the singer was the voice actress in anime was Macross. The girl who did Minmay, she was also the singer um,
Oh, okay.
in the Japanese.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. So let me see. I don't even know what people can see, but okay, Swampy, check on the basement. Take care. This is Frieren. Have you heard anything about Frieren Journey's End? Zeus, it was real popular.
Um,
About this elf girl.
I mean, it looks kind of familiar.
Uh, it's another one of those where
I mean,
Bailucha and I were reading the manga forever, and then they did an anime, and suddenly everyone loved it. But yeah.
um, they had they do a lot. They love fantasy style stuff a lot too.
Oh
You
yeah.
know, there's like Lotus War and
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one. Yeah. Record of Lodos War.
mm-hmm.
If you ever want to have your mind blown, Zeus, uh, you should take the journey through the manga of Berserk. Now,
Yeah, I keep seeing it. It looks beautiful and everything.
I'm
It
not
looks
saying
really well done, gritty, and it's got the fighting and everything. I love all that kind of stuff.
you'd have to like so at the first however many gazillion chapters, the thing is the art is constantly improving because there's a manga that went on for decades, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the art was always improving over time. But like by the time the guy died, the last few years, he was just doing the insanity of detail this guy was getting into was just crazy. I don't know how much of that was his assistants and how much of it was him. I couldn't tell you because we know assistance is like a huge deal with the mangas, but in my opinion,
Yeah,
none of the anime adaptations are worth checking out. It's just my opinion. Uh, they don't live up to the experience of the manga in terms of the art. Like I'm not even talking about the story. I'm just talking about purely about looking at the art. Because the longer it went, the more just insane detail the guy got.
and that's I mean that's really important. Um, it's really important to me I mean, I think that I've seen there's a lot of insecure writers on Twitter that I see them talking about things, and you can just tell they just get. There's a lot of them that they just get this, you know, this notion in their head that, um, that, and it kind of, they kind of don't understand the point. It's kind of like certain wrestling fans, where it's like you don't get it. It's like nowadays, what's the most important thing is to sell it.
Yeah.
You know, uh, and so if you're not, if your book isn't selling, you know, well, it's great that you wrote something great, but if people don't want to pick it up, and if you don't acknowledge that comic books are a visual medium, you know, that art is absolutely as important, if not more so, than any story. Because you can put out a garbage book with a great cover, or even just a cover by a popular artist, and it'll sell.
Yep. Well, I mean, now all the comic books have is the covers, sadly. Because the interiors are terrible.
Yeah, Dynamite. Yeah, well,
Sundancer
$35.
Cowboy. Sundancer Cowboy, how are you?
Hey, Sundancer, what's up?
Let me see. He says, I assumed that was a Delicious and Dungeon Elf. Didn't realize they have their own show. No, this is Frieren Journeys and the Dungeon Meshi. That's another manga that Bailucha and I were reading for years before they did the anime, and then suddenly everyone got into it. But Zeus, I know you didn't like the anime of Dungeon Meshi, but
It's just not for me, man. If I want, but you see, it's not just that though. But like any of the animes or mangas that revolve around food, it's just not. I want more.
okay. Well, here's the thing. There is a ton of plot in it. It's not all about food. There's a ton of plot, but the thing I was going to tell you, Zeus, it's another one where, regardless of what you think of the story, if you read the manga, the artwork is just insanely detailed and incredible at times. Some of the artwork is just mind blowing, especially the later it got, the more detailed the guy got. It's like I'm repeating the same thing, but it kind of, some of them, the longer it goes, the art just keeps getting more and more detailed, and it's just like, whoa, it's incredible.
Yeah.
Sundancer, well, I was doing some JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I did Jonathan Joestar and Dio. JoJo. And then was doing a little bit of Frieren. And that's
I'm about to chime back in here.
Okay. Hold on to the night. Hold on to the memories. I don't know why I'm singing Richard Marx.
No singing.
No singing on Friday. I can't sing on Friday. Hold on. Let me show you. Okay. They can see it now. Yeah, that looks awesome.
So,
look at that. I like the bandage.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he has this super tank.
Right? He has this super tank. It's gigantic. It's got fucking spider crab legs on the front of it. It's got like a 35-foot long cannon, and it gets wrecked and blown up, and he's so mad, and it's Leona's fault, and she goes into the scrap heap, and out of the wreckage of that tank special, she builds her little Bonaparte tank,
Mm.
which is it's a hilariously cute little tank, named after Napoleon, who was small but mighty in war. Um,
And I know it is a surprise, isn't it, that I can sing? It's a surprise.
it's shocking.
It is shocking. It is surprising. It is surprising.
Zeus, you farting ice hole?
Do I know?
I said, Zeus, you farting ice hole?
How's the?
Remember
Yeah,
Johnny Dangerously?
yeah. Talk about a movie I haven't seen since I was a kid. Oh my god. That was a long time ago. What's the weather like, Zeus?
It's about 60 degrees and dreary, and it's going to be cooler and rainy all weekend here.
Yeah, I think currently it's 78 here. It was like 90 earlier in the day, but I mean it doesn't stay 90 too long at the moment. It'll stay hotter longer soon. We're supposed to have a lot of bad weather this weekend, but they keep saying that we're gonna have bad weather this week, and it never materializes. So, not that I want it to materialize. I'm just saying they keep saying,
Yeah.
and then it doesn't come.
What the hell's that noise?
What did you hear?
Sounds like people talking.
Oh, that was probably my sister.
Oh, okay. How's she doing?
Oh, I guess she's doing all right.
You're not aware of her current condition?
See, it's who knows? Who knows?
Well, she's apparently alive, which
Yeah.
well, I'll say that's a good thing.
Yeah, at least you have that. So it's always good to be alive,
One of the funniest things about
That's just traffic.
of Dominion Tank Police is that the bad guys get hired to go steal stuff from this hospital, right?
Right.
And the air is so contaminated in the future that everybody has to have masks, to breathe outside for an extended period of time.
Right.
Because there's like mold spores and things out there. And so everyone at this hospital is being kept there because they're perfectly healthy, because their bodies haven't been contaminated by the world outside, and they haven't built up the immunities to the outside world, so they can't go outside, and they're stuck in there. Right?
Right.
So it's a hospital for perfectly healthy people.
That's right.
And the bad guys get hired to go steal their urine.
No. This is true. This is true.
Yeah. And so it's a very funny little plot thing. There's a big fight out in front of the hospital and everything, so but once again you got the influence of that dystopian future.
sometimes I see stuff where people are unhappy that manga and anime do so well in the West, but
Yeah.
the main reason is because they're still allowed to like just focus on stories and characters. Like the a lot of our media here is just that's not the main focus. So um, you know,
Well, that and you know uh because comic books, you know, manga is, you know, creator owned, creator run. You know,
right,
it you know that you know that becomes your you know it's your thing that you created, and they don't try to take it away from you.
right,
You know, whereas American comic book companies, you know, what if you create something for them, they're going to keep it forever, and you know you're going to have to fight tooth and nail to get anything out of it, um, if there's any money made from it later on. Um,
Oh,
so,
Anne said she meant I can sing tonight if I want.
oh yeah,
So go on.
no, that's okay, Ange. We're good. um, but you know, it's just a whole different, you know, idea and business model, and you know,
uh, Swampy said something. I'm gonna get to it in a moment. I'm just scribbling this out. I'm not concerned. He said, urine thieves at hospitals with perfectly healthy people. Sounds like a California scam of some sort. Did this take place in San Francisco?
yeah, Neo Tokyo in the not so distant future.
It's kind of funny the year some of these things were meant to take place in. I think Macross was like sometime in the. It's supposed to be sometime in the 90s. It's like no, it didn't turn out like that at all.
Yeah,
I think Pat Labor was sometime in the 90s as well, like the when it was supposed to take place. They're like, oh, everything's gonna be done by machines and all this kind of stuff. Like, no, yes and no, and I guess really in a way, but they're trying to make that the thing now, sort of. But, I saw a thing about they're like how to protect your job from AI. I saw this whole deal on that.
oh, that's thrilling.
Like,
You know the movie Demolition Man.
oh yeah,
So it comes out it came out in '93,
yeah.
and then the opening sequence is from '96, and then the rest of the movie takes place in 2032, which is just a scant, you know, few years from now.
Right.
And boy, did they hit the fucking nail on the head.
We're definitely heading somewhere to it. Something resembling it.
I mean, people in England are getting thrown in jail for
Social
speech.
media. Dun, dun, dun.
Be well became a corporate slogan for Walgreens for about 10 years. I mean, they literally had to say "be well" to everybody. it was a company policy, like all employees, like, have a nice day, be well, you know, so and so, your prescription is ready. Thank you and be well. It was.
Swampy said he came in at the very end of the story. He was just trying to fill in the blanks for himself. You filled them in brilliantly. Brilliantly. You did. This is Joseph Joestar from the second storyline in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Jonathan is from the first one. And then Joseph's from the second one. Oh, thank you, Swampy. Let's see. Let's try to think of something else to do. Let's see. Oh, yes. Cowboy Bebop is a wonderful show. Well, I should... By the time it was over, I thought it was one of the best anime I ever seen. But sometimes I wonder if that's just the strength of the second or the final third of the series or something, because maybe some of the rest of it is a little all over the place, but by the end it's incredible, but in my opinion. But did you watch Cowboy Bebop, Zeus?
I watched it once, and it just, for whatever reason, I feel like I need to go back and watch it again, but I have a hard time getting through that first episode for some reason.
Oh, so you didn't finish the whole series, or?
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. So, now this is just me looking back on it, right? This is me looking back on it. When I think back on it, there's this story arc with the main guy, right? And it's kind of scattered throughout the thing. It's not like consistently throughout the deal, right? So there's a lot of meandering, sort of random things that go on in this series, and then you have this story arc happening here and there and stuff. But by the time it ends with that, the story arc is the last few episodes. So by the end, you're just like, oh, this is amazing. But maybe it's not as amazing as we thought, or whatever. But I'd have to rewatch it. But I don't know if I want to rewatch it. It's kind of a long series. I'd have to get Stephanie to rewatch it with me. But
right.
But now she's watching JoJo. I mean, I did not expect this development that Stephanie would be into JoJo. Did you watch Cowboy Bebop, Swampy?
I mean, she is a girl.
Let's see.
I mean, I'm just saying, girls love JoJo more than guys do.
I don't know. JoJo's pretty popular. In Japan it was super popular. The story of it in Japan, Bailucha has a lot of funny stories about it. But that's for him to tell, I guess. But Swampy said
another fun thing was.
Real quick, Swampy said he had to watch it, but he couldn't get into it. So look, he's in the same boat as you. What was another fun thing, Zeus?
About Dominion Tank Police is they have a criminal and they're trying to get him to confess, and so they they hang him by the neck with a cord, and he's got his hands are tied behind his back, and he's got he's got his one foot is on this like it's like a it's just like a small metal bar that's bolted to the floor, and and there's they stick a grenade in his mouth, and they tie a string to it. So like if he falls, the thing is gonna pull the pin on him. And they're taking their M16 machine guns, and uh they're hitting grenades with the butt end of the gun at him like a golf swing, and the guy slips, and it turns out it's a smoke grenade, but it's funny as shit. Just great, just great shit.
Trying to think of some other popular ones back in the day. Project AKO. Do you ever watch that movie?
Aiko, yeah, Project Aiko.
Yeah, that.
That was so wacky.
Yeah,
And
it was very wacky. Yeah.
and it's another one that's, it's got a lot of crossover appeal for Americans because they make it seem like uh Aiko is the daughter of Superman and Lois Lane.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
And so of course she can, run and jump and fly, and she's super strong and damn near invulnerable, and but then of course there's Biko, who is just this weird little girl in their high school class, and she's best friends with Aiko. And then there's weird ass creepy Seiko, who is for some reason in love with Biko and is trying to steal her away from Aiko. It starts a whole gigantic, intergalactic incident.
And then there's convertible 10 on JDPDV Vignette, who says AI viewers streambo.com.
I got your bitch ass.
Why do we want now? What would you really gain from AI viewers? I have to like, an AI can't even process video, really. Like, it can generate video, but like, if you uploaded a video for the AI to watch, the AI cannot watch it. Okay, they can't really. They can do they can look at pictures, they can read text, but they can't watch videos. So what are you gonna gain from AI viewers watching your stream? They won't be able to watch your stream.
Yeah, it beats the shit out of me, man. Swampy said wait, Lois and Clark and Superman actually hooked up.
Who knew? Viewer counts, but that's not. I mean, it's just gonna get you flagged for suspicious activity. I mean, just get one flagged for suspicious activity. I feel like we need Bean, since Twitter keeps thinking he's a bot lately, but
another one, Vampire Hunter D.
Oh yeah, Vampire Hunter D, huge. Interesting that one and the Fist of the North Star movie, where they were really big at in that sort of first half of the 90s in video rental type situations. But oh yeah, hold on, give me a moment. Let me Okay, let me do this. Okay, hold on, Zeus. Hold on. So no one's seeing it yet. So hold on. Okay, go. Tell them. Show them. You're showing them.
So here's the inks.
That's looking awesome. That's looking awesome. Dun dun.
Yeah, Fist of the North Star was outstanding.
The movie, right? What's weird? Have you watched any of the series?
Not in a long time, but
I think the series is better than the movie in terms of the storytelling, but the movie, especially that old dub Zeus is.
yeah,
I can still quote some of it because it was so funny back
yeah,
the day. It was so funny.
yeah.
You're already dead.
Jaggy and yeah, and those were a lot of those same voice actors from that same time period. A lot of those people were also, worked on that uh, Dragon Ball Blood Rubies movie that they made
Yeah.
from Golden Harvest, and those were really good voice actors. Because I tell you that Bean loves to argue with me and roll his eyes or whatever, but that Blood Ruby saga from Dragon Ball, that syndicated one, was just great. Even though they had the names wrong, and some people they didn't even introduce them by their name. They're just on screen and they're talking to
Right.
each other, and you're like, who the hell is what's that person's name? What's her name? You never even know. Because I have some DVDs of some of the later regular Dragon Ball stuff, um, and it I think it had. I have to go look at it, but it might have both languages
Yeah.
on
A
the
lot of
on the
them did.
DVD.
Yeah. The few Dragon Ball Z DVDs I have are in both languages, so. There's a show I thought was cool at one point in time, but then later I was just like, get me out of this.
What's that?
The Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
Two,
Z was very disappointing to me. Um,
too much fighting.
because I missed so much of what what happened in just regular Dragon Ball,
Right.
and a lot of the characters are really static, and it's just not as interesting. And as I've said many times before, it's became that 22-minute formula of you know first 3 minutes is rehashing the last episode.
Mm-hmm.
Then there's 7 minutes of story, uh, and building into a fight, and then before the last commercial, they just they just start charging
Charging up,
their
yeah.
power, their key against each other, and and then they go to, you know, then it's that, you know, then on next, and then next time, you know, then you gotta, you know, wait till the next one, and but you get 3 minutes of preview. You know, it's like, well, just, you know, have less episodes. That would be great. I think there's a lot of Tom Selleck love in a lot of Japanese anime characters too.
Okay, I can see that.
Magnum PI.
I can see that.
Have you seen Mr. Baseball?
I feel like I saw it a long time ago.
Fantastic movie. It's one of my favorite movies. It's my favorite baseball movie too. Of course, like,
Is
I
that
don't
where he
like that
goes
many
to
baseball
Japan?
movies. Huh?
Is that where he goes to Japan?
Yes.
Okay, then yeah. But it's been a really long time since I've seen that one.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's funny because you know, Dennis Hebert, or however you say it, um he he's in Major League, and he's in Mr. Baseball.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. He plays Serrano in Major League.
Okay.
The big guy from Jamaica
Yeah.
or wherever.
Yeah, yeah.
And then he's just a great big American guy teammate in Mr. Baseball. Actually, I watched Moneyball again. That's actually pretty interesting uh, baseball movie.
Trying to remember who was in Moneyball.
Brad Pitt
Oh, okay, 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 okay.
and Jonah Hill.
Oh, okay, Jonah. Yeah. For some reason I don't like Jonah. Oh,
I don't really like him either, but
I don't know what it is. Just he was okay, like in Super Bad and stuff, but then the more the more he's hung around, the less likable he becomes. I don't know.
yeah.
No one could see what I was doing, but here this a dwarf from that Frerin series.
He looks like Hagar's cousin.
He does, kind of, right? Now there would be an exercise. Do some of those funnies as manga.
Yeah. My damn brush got pickles.
Oh, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Swampy said, my first marriage was like that. Tons of reruns with very little original content.
Nice.
Um, let's see. We got 32 minutes left before we around 30 minutes. It doesn't have to be animated. Y'all want me? Is there anything y'all want me to draw? Just say something in the You guys say
Draw one of them Dungeon Delicious people.
delicious and dungeon people.
Yeah.
Let me see.
There you go, playing that guitar again. That mouth guitar.
Yeah, I know. Me and my big mouth guitar. I'm always making noise.
Yeah, I love seeing like some of those behind the scenes things of the people working on anime, the in betweeners.
Sundancer Cowboy. If you like fantasy plus comedy plus food plus drama, you will like Delicious in Dungeon. If you read the manga, you might like it even more if you're into that sort of thing.
And if you like things to move along and happen,
they do though. That's stuff does move along in that show.
After spending 15 minutes on making some damn scorpion soup and shit. Oh, let's go find some potatoes and some mushrooms. Oh, God.
Zeus is not a man of culture, you can tell.
Yeah, I'm not a man of culture.
Trying to find something cool.
That's another problem with baseball. It's just
Say what?
The game waiting to happen.
Oh, that is something people who don't like baseball often say, is that it moves too slow. But baseball to me is better if you're seeing it in person. I mean,
well, every sport is,
yeah,
really.
Playoff baseball is great in what's it called? In on TV or whatever.
I mean, I've been to a lot of baseball games. It's absolutely a lot more fun to go. I mean, everything is better. I think hockey is probably the absolute most important. If you want to watch it, you need to see it live, because it teaches you how to follow the puck a lot better.
Oh yeah.
Because a lot of people on TV, watching it on TV, have a hard time following the puck. But you follow the action, not the puck. And that's just kind of one of those things you have to train your brain to do. Remember when they had the Fox track? And they put that sensor inside of the puck, so it would make that big glowing red streak on it when they hit it hard enough.
I do kind of remember people talking about this. Yes.
Yeah, that was like 95.
I remember it being a thing on TV.
Yeah, yeah. And it was because of that where people would say, I can't follow. And they're like, well, what if we turn it into a glowing fucking fireball when they knock the crap out of it?
Sundance Cow, you said you can read manga faster than anime. Yeah. um, I think it's always good to read the source material for stuff. Although some anime doesn't have a source material. Some of it, the anime is the original thing. But
Yeah.
usually it's not that way. Usually it's a manga first and an anime second.
But the '80s, it was the Wild West.
Right. Yeah,
You know,
this is the truth. A lot of stuff in the '80s. Yeah, Macross was not a manga first. Macross was an anime before it was any kind of manga. So
yeah, and there was a lot of things that just went a few parts or one OAV, and you never got another piece of it. And some of it was sad, and some of it, you go back and you're like, well, where the hell they take it if they had kept going with it or whatever. But you know, some things, before all the corporate ideas of what a successful anime should be or whatever, you know, to go on for hundreds of thousands of episodes and
right.
nobody ever dies or has any character growth or anything.
Okay, let me see.
I believe I'm finished with.
Oh, Ange sent me some stuff to show people. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, let's see here. Y'all are gonna hear the Discord noises, so just don't freak out. Don't freak out. Just wait. Don't freak out at the Discord noises. It's just for a little bit. Just for a little bit. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, so here's the first one. Thank you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Many thanks. Oh, these look nice. Ooh, look at the details. I couldn't see that texture range when it was zoomed out. But you zoom in, you see the texture on this paper. This relief texture on the white paper.
Oh yeah.
Ooh. Lot of layers of visual texture going on here. Let's go over here. Very nice. These are very nice. Let's see this was the other one. Let's see what we got here. Oh, cool. Thank you. Oh, is this the reference you were using? I see. So this is what you were working on, and this is the reference from YouTube. You were trying to do they were showing an example of. Yeah, that came out really nice. I see. Yeah, you did touch on like every version of this. Good job, Ange.
Very beautiful. Very nicely crafted.
Very nice. Very nice. You did a good job, Ange. Ange is great with the cards.
All right, you ready to see?
I'm ready to see. I'm ready. I'm ready. Hold on, hold on. Let me add to stage. Do this. Let me come back over here. Go to TSR. Come back over here. Full screen. Whoa, look at that. That looks badass. That looks badass, Zeus. Look at that. Look at that.
So yeah, turned out pretty decent.
That turned out really good. Zeus on his way to yet another print-worthy piece from
Right?
him.
I'm saving all that stuff in a book, so
Hey,
trying to put everything in a book. And I've been working on the design for the ad. I gotta give Jay and Jason, and then hopefully I'll get their ads soon too, and then we'll throw everything into the Blam and see when it comes out.
okay, so I'll tell you what I'm gonna do now. What if Tom's Weird Life was an action manga? I'm gonna give him a stronger, more masculine shaped face.
And if you like, it's funny. It's funny. I make fun of that. Anime for having food, but my YouTube channel is me making food a lot.
I know you don't put up art much on there anymore. It's all food.
Yeah. Well, I don't. Yeah, I just don't. I'll put this up as a post.
How are the food shorts doing in terms of views?
I
And
mean,
all that?
some of them get a few hundred, some of them get 1,000, 1,200, some of them get closer to 2,000 views. So it just depends on whatever the randomness of the algorithm, and however it cycles through people that you know see it. So
My shorts lately, my YouTube shorts have been doing really bad for about a month. About a month ago, about 4 weeks ago, I had one that went over 1,000. It went like over 1,300, and then afterwards, they've just been declining. Like the numbers just been declining on the shorts. My long form ones, the clips, the full clips of songs and stuff, those have been doing all right. But the shorts have just for some reason YouTube is not like attempting to push them in the algorithm. So I don't know I don't know exactly why that got taken away, but if you ever have YouTube shorts that are doing like over 1,000, that's because YouTube is testing your algorithm. They're testing you to see how you do with the algorithm. But yeah, if your numbers are really low, that means they're not testing you. I don't know the rhyme or reason to it, you know.
No, yeah, I don't either. It's just something fun, and it's just like, it just kind of, some content I can put out there that.
Here's a shoujo manga, Tom.
Nice, I like it.
Or a shonen, not shoujo. It's shonen. This is shonen.
Shonen, yeah.
Shonen. That's him when a new person comes, a new monster or whatever comes to live in his house. He's like, I need to get back to working on the Tom's Weird Life. I just have to figure out where my mind was and all that. Let's see.
There's great music for the Tank Police too, because they had like whenever the Tank Police would get sent out from their headquarters, they had a great like instrumental song for that too.
Yeah, I haven't seen it in a really long time.
I think there's still it's still available on YouTube. If not, Internet Archive's got it.
It's on super fast.
But it's hard to find because now this one, it's like I said, this one is so much better in the original Japanese,
right?
With subtitles. And I believe that you can only find on the archive without buying it from, on DVD or VHS from somebody.
So there was an anime I watched called Toradora. And there are some episodes and stuff from it I sometimes like to revisit. But like at some point it left Netflix. And so when it was on Netflix, I could watch it in Japanese, right? But now you can only find it the dub. You Can only find the dub.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's on Tubi, but only the dub.
Yeah, Tubi only has the dub of Bubblegum Crisis. It's like, oh god, that's fucking terrible. That is just, I mean, I can't get through 5 minutes of that. It's so bad.
Okay, now we have this. Here's Anime Valerie. She's all excited because there's monsters. So you see Tom's annoyed. Valerie's
Right.
excited. Oh, you okay?
Yeah. You might have to do a special back cover of, anime of this for your book when you get it done.
I wonder, the monsters would be difficult. I wonder how that one would be the most interesting to do as the monsters.
Yeah.
Trying to think how anime like Rasha would even work.
That
Skeleton
sad,
guy's different.
feminine, girly, yeah, depressed, gaunt.
Now I want to do like a Fist of the North Star / JoJo tribute thing with Tom all ripped. Like the thing you're talking about, like the back cover is like Tom all ripped, looking all angry, and then it's just all these people behind him in his house. Like, oh, I should do like the other cover we drew months ago, but the manga version. Let me see. Now I'm going to try this real fast. The Rasha thing.
And what's another thing that's confusing about Fist of the North Star?
What?
Is that Ken, what's his name, poked the Big Dipper into Ken's, torso.
Right.
He's scarred with the I mean, I guess it doesn't matter all that much, but the North Star is actually, it's in the Little Dipper. the constellation.
Right.
Yeah. But people don't look up at the stars anymore, so.
Man. I still look at the stars when I'm not outside that often, but at night. But sometimes early in the morning I'm outside. But man, this morning doing the morning duty stuff outside, I saw that someone had knocked one of our trash bins over. I had to pick up trash out of like the ditch and stuff with wet grass and everything. I was not happy about that.
But. Was that when you were doing your laundry, beating it on a rock?
No. There is stuff I have to do in the morning because for my sister or whatever, because she has health issues or whatever. So for her to get to work, I have to like do stuff. But so I gotta be up at ungodly hours in the morning on weekdays.
I mean, I used to be up at the butt crack of dawn back when I was, delivering bottled water.
Oh yeah.
I'd be up at 4 a.m.
I can imagine you would have to be.
Well, not everybody had to be, but for for my route with those grocery stores, you know, I did.
I'm trying to blast through this one really fast.
But how many damn anime and manga had one of the main characters' name was Ken?
Oh, a ton. A ton.
Um, I think dude's name was Ken in let's say King of Fighters, and
Oh,
I
yeah, I think
think in
so.
uh, you remember that one is like Gray Area 88.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I think his name was Ken also.
Area 88. I think it was just called Area 88. Um, there was one called DIR in Gray. I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce the DIR, but or am I thinking of a band name? I could be thinking of a band name. I think there is a band called DIR in Gray.
Okay, yeah, it was just Area 88,
Okay.
and his name was Shin Kazama.
Oh, okay.
And it's a Jin Kazama. I think is his name in Tekken.
Uh, I just like that sound. I just love that sound.
Yeah, Jin Kazama, and I believe his mother is June.
Are you doing Silence of the Lamb over there?
Yes,
It sounded like the with a side of fava beans, or however that went.
I I watched that. Had that on at work earlier this week.
Oh wow, I haven't seen that movie in decades now. I seem to say that about a lot of stuff. I haven't seen that in decades.
You know, it's funny because like the movies I gravitate to mostly when I'm working are like ones that have like a lot of dialogue.
Oh, that makes sense. Like a podcast almost.
You know, yeah, but I don't want to listen to podcasts. That's stupid.
I like podcasts, or I used to, but
I can't find any. I mean, I listen to radio shows, but it's I don't know. Can't find any good modern stuff. I guess. Um, but yeah, like yeah, movies with more talking than action. Like I don't think I could watch a. I don't think I would, do very well with a John Wick movie on it. Just that's just a bunch of bang, 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 bang. Bang, 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 bang.
Is this a Mick Foley promo for bang bang?
Well, it's like John Wick. He always puts two into the brain of whoever he's fighting.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen any of the John Wick films, not a single one. So
yeah, the the first one's pretty cool, and then it just kind of it's like all stuff. It just kind of
So here was my
because it gets into you think it's more reasonable at first, but then yeah.
I changed her design a little bit. I gave her a little cleavage and stuff,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
this
I
was
like it.
this was better. I like Tom, the anime Tom. But,
Yeah,
a lot of people say the first John Wick is the best one.
yeah, it is. It is. It's it's a really good revenge shoot 'em up. It's got a lot of action. It's got of course he plays a likable likable character as well, and
you said shoot 'em up as a a genre thing. That made me think. For a while, I heard a lot of good things about that movie, Shoot 'Em Up, but I never seen it. It's hard to find it. I don't think it's on any of the streaming things. Maybe Amazon, but I think you might have to rent it or something.
my damn Amazon Prime Video looks like it's just like it's like 90% fucking shopping bags on everything. It's like, oh, here's the 12 movies you can watch and the 4 TV series you can watch this month. Everything else you got to pay for.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Like goddamn, and then the stuff that you let me watch for free, I gotta watch fucking commercials in.
Okay, let me find somebody to raid.
Thank you everybody for coming by, Ange.
And Swampy, Sundancer Cowboy.
Was anybody else here?
I think that's it. There might have been lurkers. I appreciate the lurkers out there. If there are any lurkers, I appreciate you. I know some people can follow who is lurking, but I don't look into all that stuff. I would have no idea how to see all that kind of thing. So,
well, there's probably a YouTube video for it.
It's not important to me. Like, what do I need to know who's lurking? I don't need to know. I'm trying to think who to rate into. We haven't done Gimbal Collins this week, have we?
No.
I don't. If Swampy was streaming, we would raid him, but he's not.
I watched him for hours the other night.
What was he playing?
All those pinball games.
Oh yeah. Okay, we're gonna
the South Park ones he played were really funny.
I used to like that Nintendo 64 South Park game. That was a ton of fun. But hey, thank you everyone. We're gonna raid out. Everyone, take care. Have a great weekend. And it's gonna be wet here in the South. I don't know if it's gonna be wet up north, but
yep,
it's gonna be wet for everyone. So everyone, stay dry and let's go raid. If I can click on the thing. It's what's that band? Missing Persons, I think.
You got to give a little bit more.
Yeah, that's Missing Persons. Hold on. No.